Public kiss and forgiveness, Shu Kai and Tan Songyun are finally home. A night of healing, a whispered apology, and the kiss that left a nation breathless. They were once the couple that made fans believe in love again. Then came the silence, the unfollows, the heartbreaking rumors of separation. For weeks, Shu Kai and Tan Songyun were the center of every conversation, every theory, every headline. But nothing, not even the letter that went viral, could have prepared the world for what happened last night. Because last night, under the lights of a live broadcast, with millions of eyes watching, Shu Kai kissed Tan Songyun in front of the world. And that kiss said everything. The calm before the shock. It began as a normal night, or so everyone thought. The prestigious Jade Phoenix Film Awards was underway, the biggest stars gathered, the press buzzing with excitement. The theme was honoring timeless partnerships, but no one expected Shu Kai or Tan Songyun to attend, let alone together. Fans were still reeling from their emotional fallout, the viral apology letter, and weeks of silence that followed. Whispers circled that they were in therapy. Some said they were co-parenting in separate homes. Others believed they had quietly parted for good. But then, the cameras panned to the entrance. And everything changed. The entrance that shook the room. The crowd gasped. Shu Kai had arrived. Dressed in a sleek navy suit, hair swept back, expression calm yet unreadable, he walked the carpet alone at first. Paparazzi shouted his name. Fans screamed. But he did not pause. Until she appeared. Tan Songyun. She stepped out of the next car, wearing a soft gold gown that shimmered under the lights. Elegant. Poised. And undeniably radiant. A hush fell over the crowd as she slowly walked toward Shu Kai. He reached for her hand. She gave it. And the applause that followed was deafening. The tension that melted on stage. When their names were announced to present the award for Best Screen Duo, the audience held its breath. The irony was not lost on anyone. They stood on stage, inches apart, script in hand. Shu Kai smiled nervously. Tan Songyun lowered her gaze, cheeks slightly flushed. "I think everyone knows," Shu Kai said, glancing at the audience, "we've played many roles together. But tonight, we're just ourselves." Tan Songyun looked at him, lips parted as if unsure of what to say next. And then, unscripted, unrehearsed, he turned to her and whispered something into her ear. The MIC did not catch it. But her face said it all. A tear slipped from her eye. And then came the moment the world would not forget. The kiss that rewrote everything. Shu Kai gently placed his hand on her shoulder, looked into her eyes, and kissed her. Not a dramatic, staged kiss. Not a stunt. But a soft, genuine, forehead kiss that sent a message louder than any press release ever could. Forgiveness. Respect. Love. The entire hall rose to their feet. Cameras flashed. Audience members were in tears. Even the announcers were silent, unsure whether to interrupt the most authentic moment of the night. The internet melts down. Within minutes, the moment had gone viral. Clips flooded TikTok, Weibo, and Instagram. Fans posted reactions. Artists created fan edits. Hashtags like #ShuKaiTanSongyunKiss, #FinallyHome, and #TheRealLoveStory shot to the top of trending lists. Comments poured in. "This is not a show. This is healing in real time. She forgave him. And he earned it. I'm sobbing. When love is real, it always finds its way back." Even fellow celebrities reposted the clip. Some shared nothing but white heart emojis. Others wrote, "This is what grace looks like." The quiet moment backstage. What fans did not see was what happened backstage. As the curtains closed, Shu Kai and Tan Songyun walked behind the scenes where no cameras followed. Their son, who had been watching with her family at home, video called them immediately. "Baba kissed Mama," he shouted through the screen. They laughed. Together. Fully. That was the moment it was clear they were not acting. They were finally home. A simple post that said it all. Later that night, Shu Kai posted a photo on his personal page. No filters. Just a blurry snapshot of Tan Songyun laughing while holding their son's drawing, a stick figure family of 3, smiling under a rainbow. His caption. "We fall. We break. We rebuild. Together. Tan Songyun reposted it with just one line. I'm proud of us. What happens next? Sources say the couple plans to spend more time away from the spotlight, focusing on their family. A close friend revealed that they have moved back into their shared home and are creating a new routine for their son. They are not rushing anything, the friend said. They are just being. Fans are hopeful. The industry is watching. And the story of Shu Kai and Tan Songyun continues not as a perfect fairy tale, but as a real story of pain, growth, forgiveness, and love. And that kiss. It was not the end of a chapter. It was the beginning of a new one. Surprise engagement. Shu Kai proposes to Tan Songyun in front of their son. A ring, a promise, and a moment that left even the hosts in tears. Just when the world thought Shu Kai and Tan Songyun's public kiss had closed the chapter on their rocky past, the story took another unbelievable turn, and this time, it ended with a question that shook the entire nation. Will you marry me? 3 words. Spoken softly. Delivered with a trembling voice. But they carried the weight of 1,000 apologies, 1,000 dreams, and a future many thought they had already lost. A night of surprises. It was supposed to be just a charity event. Low pressure. No paparazzi allowed. A small hall filled with close friends, co-stars, and a few industry veterans. Shu Kai had agreed to perform a short reading. Tan Songyun was invited to speak about motherhood and healing. But no one, not even Tan Songyun, knew what Shu Kai had planned. Dressed simply in a charcoal grey suit, he took the stage as scheduled. The reading began smoothly, a passage from a book about second chances and broken families finding their way back to each other. Then he paused. The lights dimmed slightly, and someone brought a small stool onto the stage. The moment that stopped time. Shu Kai took a deep breath. And then, he asked the audience if he could say something off script. I was never good with words, he said, voice trembling slightly, but recently I learned how powerful they can be. A letter brought her back into my life. A kiss reminded us that healing is possible. And now. He reached into his pocket. And the crowd gasped. There, in a small velvet box, was a ring. Not flashy. Not oversized. But elegant. Timeless. Just like her. He turned to the side of the stage and there she was. Tan Songyun, frozen, one hand over her mouth, tears already welling. A proposal from the heart. Shu Kai walked toward her slowly. Every eye in the room on them. Every second stretching like a heartbeat. He knelt. The room went silent. And then came the words that sent waves across the entire country. We've been through fire. We've hurt each other. We've healed. And we've created a life, our son, who deserves to grow up watching love win. I want to marry you not because it's perfect, but because it's real. I want you to be my wife. Will you marry me? Tan Songyun stood still. Tears streaming. Even the host backstage was seen wiping his eyes. And then, she nodded. Not once, but 3 times. And whispered, yes. Their son's reaction. What no one expected was the next part. Their little boy, who had been watching from the wings with Tan Songyun's mother, suddenly ran onto the stage. He reached for both of them with open arms and shouted the only word he needed. Home. The crowd erupted. They pulled him in, held him between them, and the 3 of them shared a group hug that felt like the closing scene of a film no one wanted to end. Internet reactions. This is history. Clips from the event were leaked within minutes. A short video of the proposal made its way onto fan pages with captions like, "This isn't PR. This is love. Raw and real." He didn't just win her back. He earned her. From heartbreak to proposal, this is how you fight for your family. The hashtags exploded. #Shukai proposal. #Tan Songyun engaged. #they came home for good. Even other celebrities joined in. Several A-listers reposted the proposal clip, calling it the most emotional moment in recent memory. The ring with a secret. Later that night, Tan Songyun posted a photo of the ring, a delicate gold band with 3 tiny stones. Her caption. One for the past. One for the present. One for forever. Fans quickly discovered that the stones represented their story, the heartache, the healing, and the hope. It wasn't just a ring. It was a promise. The future they're building. Insiders close to the couple have confirmed that they are planning a private wedding ceremony in the coming months, somewhere far from cameras, surrounded only by family and those who stood by them. But what touched everyone most was what Shu Kai shared during a private conversation backstage. "We don't need fireworks. We just need peace. We need laughter. We need mornings where we all eat pancakes together in pajamas." And with that, the love story that nearly ended in silence became one of the most powerful redemption arcs the entertainment world has ever seen.